Hello everybody and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Last we left off, we were right before the door of heading out of this silo here in the DLC. And I'm kind of excited to see what the Divide has in store for us after this because, well, obviously all of these messages and the courier that was mentioned before, not exactly sure how this is going to tie to us and why he's so interested in us. It's just because we have the same job? We'll see. Hello, Insaniac. Welcome, Pun. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Alright. I think we should just head on into Hopeville.
There's your signal. Faint, but there. Just like NCR. Voice without fire, without strength. Sick. Heard tales of you walking the Mojave, giving the two-headed bear strength, giving hollow men like Kimball, like Crocker, half the life Hanlon had. Now, let's test that strength, that conviction, courier.
You have no idea, bro. Imagine if I was like an MMO player. You would be outmatched. Hello there, Dino. Patrolling the Divide almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter? I don't know if that'll be accurate or not. We'll have to see. Bear, bull, bear, bear, bull, bull, the Divide. I don't think I'm gonna remember that, and I'm very curious as to what this is going to be. Yo, it's a Fabio. How was the card game? Incredibly addicting. It's so fun, dude. Although, I did feel kind of bad. There were quite a few missions where it wanted me to play in the lobby. But whenever you match up in the lobby, it doesn't take into account MMR or performance, or honestly, it doesn't really know where it should be. Because you just walk up to a table and then play with a random person. So I just spent all that time beating up a bunch of people who were new to the game. And I felt really bad. So, well, hopefully later today we'll play with some people from the guild and I can beat you guys up instead. You have a lot of hate for NCR. That kind of hate isn't new in the Mojave. Well, that is true. Maybe you better tell me who you are and what you want. How are you speaking through EDE? What is this place? Enough talking. I don't care what you have to say. Well, hate for the NCR is not new.
No, not new. And not new among all those in the shadow of the bear. You know their flag. A bear with two heads. Symbols an old world one. Had one head then.
California, yeah.
Better off for it. Their flag speaks to their spirit. They're split like any two-headed animal, trying to go in different directions, ending up nowhere. In the Mojave, that'll only get you sand between your fingers, or over your grave.
I wonder if that was the whole reason why the developers decided to design it with like the two-headed bear. Because of, well, the divide between the faction within itself. And how spread thin that they were, symbolically representing that. But also in a way symbolically representing the fact that this is a nuclear wasteland and there probably are two-headed bears out there. Also, welcome, Julius. Maybe you better tell me who you are and what you want. Actually, how are you speaking through EDE?
The robot with you. All of them are machines, radios, old world tech reshaped with new hands, historians, couriers carrying messages. Seen them as I've walked the Divide, tending other machines. That one, sealed inside the Hopeville silo. Sign America is waking up. It will follow you, obey you, carry it until we are face to face. Then there'll be no more need for it to carry my words.
It's like any democracy, there are multiple factions pulling in multiple directions, unlike a dictatorship. I can see it representing that as well. Because in a democracy, there are ideally two opposing parties, or there should be two opposing parties, in order to create some sort of balance between the two. I'm not a student of political science, so I'm probably going to steer clear of trying to give my opinion about that. I just don't know well enough. But, I suppose that's what this DLC is going to touch upon a little bit. And also, welcome, PB. Lonesome Road? Indeed. The final DLC before we wrap up the game. There should be multiple parties, not just two. Our two-party system in the States suck. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, I'm not quite familiar exactly with how that works, because over here in Thailand, we have a completely different system, where there is a democracy, but there's also still a king and a queen. And decisions are made a little bit differently here. Minimum 2. My government has 7, and they only team up 3 parties at a time. Ah. So there's like a specific rule where you're not allowed to have more than 4 parties work together? I see. One party to rule them all, me. Maybe the world would be a better place. Or maybe not. We'll have to see. What is this place?
The Divide. This place is a slice of it. Old military. Can still smell the pride. And the fear. Hope of the old world. Wrapped in fencing. Covered in storm. Got new inhabitants now. Other than ghosts. More recent. Recruits.
Recruits? What's happening here? Because from what we saw, there was the, obviously, ballistic missile here in the silo. And this must be like some sort of military base that was preparing for the eventual war that was going to happen. But there isn't anything happening now, so... Also, pun. Well, I know that I quite often ask you for these things, and it's really hard to explain it within the limited amount of space that a YouTube live comment would allow you to. But what is a Nash equilibrium? I don't think I've heard of that one before. Right, area looks like it was hit with earthquakes or underground detonations. The damage here looks like it was caused by underground detonations on a scale I've never seen. Underground detonations. Let's go science. Where's Science Man?
America sleeps in the Divide. Giants beneath the earth. You saw one locked in the silo beneath you. There's more. Only takes a few of them, locked below ground,
So that's what happened.
to tear apart the earth and cast dust, sand, ash into the skies above. You'll see the extent, the miles of it, soon enough. You need to see it. Walk it. For now, eyes alert. Watch the streets below. There's still life in the Divide. Threats, other than the storms and wind. New inhabitants.
So what happened? Is there a system where it like naturally decays over time? And because they were just left down here without activating, they blew up? Or was it an experiment gone wrong, and then it blew up? Or did somebody come over here and activate it in order to create the Divide for whatever reason? Was it the Russian spies, perhaps? Welcome, Steve, and hello there, Eric. It's a game theory term. Game theory is the fun applied science that came up with the term megadeath to count deaths in active nuclear combat. Game theory. If we simplify politics to 2 directions, say up and down, then 2 parties will inevitably just be very close to center, just barely above or below. Otherwise, one party can move closer to the other to capture more votes. So if it's too simple, then that creates that. Okay. Nukes do degrade, you'll learn. Yeah. All these questions that I'm asking, if it's a part of the story that we're going to learn about, feel free to not answer them. They're just rhetorical stuff that I'm wondering to myself and letting you guys know what I'm thinking of. I'd say 1 is possible, but the 3rd is the most likely. You never know. Chinese spies, not Russian? Ah, I see, I see. Oh, everybody's a commie spy after all. If they're not us, then they're a spy. The frogs did it? Wait, do you mean the Chaos Frogs? The ones that created the Wasteland in Warhammer Fantasy? I can believe that. Or do you mean the gay frogs? I can also believe that too. Nukes have U-234 in them, and that degrades over time thanks to nuclear half-life. And considering how long we were in the vaults, that is a potential. Inhabitants? It doesn't look like anyone's alive down there.
These new inhabitants, not natives, most of them, came with duty, purpose, ready to kill each other. The divide was stronger. Left marks on them too. Not bear, not bull. Now, radiations marked them, made them equal in history's eyes.
Gotcha.
As vicious as the storms are, these shadows of Legion, of NCR, silhouettes of things to come.
So we're gonna face off against a bunch of zombies then, essentially. Or ghouls. Feral ghouls is the correct term here. Hello, Val, and welcome, Argoth. You've had a day? Assume you have acquired all cards by now? Oh, I wish, Argoth. I wish. I'm still quite a few vials short of some of the decks that I want to play, but I got a good Dirt Rune deck going on. It's not optimal, but it's okay. I'm gonna have to save up for my my Ramp Dragon deck. And also, I don't really do a whole lot of investing nowadays. I used to do it much more back when I was in high school, but I think bear and bull would be the terms you would use to describe like a uptrend or a downtrend. There was the whole thing with like looking at the patterns of the graph and seeing when the best place to enter the to buy into the stock would be. Trying to translate this from what I know of it in Thai. But yeah. Have not done any of that ever since. But I suppose you could use that to describe many other things. Just like a common uptrend or a downtrend. Although the fact that you guys have been saying it in chat a lot makes me think that this is going to have something more to do with it. In the Fallout universe, Russia was not the main communist superpower rivaling the USA. It was China. China invaded Alaska in the resource wars for oil. Interesting. Yeah, when I do the Fallout lore, we're going to have to talk all about that. Hopefully I can find a good video that goes over all of it. NCR, those bodies in the silo were NCR soldiers, some special forces. Are those the bodies we saw in the silo, the soldiers that look like they've been flayed? This was the first time I've ever seen in parentheses NCR. Does that mean simply because I am somewhat affiliated with them that I would recognize that they're soldiers? Or does this like give me points with NCR? I don't know. I'll try and answer it and see.
Might have been. Once. To the divide they came. In the divide, they rest. If you saw their corpses, you saw mercy. Got what they deserved, coming to the divide. The bear and bull, NCR Legion, came in waves, before and after. Right into the invisible fires. The wind ground, collapsing beneath them. Once under different flags, now they are equal in their hatred of the trespassers. You and I.
Okay. So no, bear and bull in this instance, well, it might have to do with the uptrend, downtrend, but it's also just referring to NCR and Legion. And he's getting at the fact that they've all more than likely just turned into ghouls. And because of that, regardless of whatever faction that they used to be a part of, they are now feral, so does it really matter anymore? But what are you trying to get at? Well, why have you been taunting me, essentially, this entire time? Well, what's the dealio, my dude? Definitely not just words Ulysses is super obsessed with. Sure. If you have a high rep with the faction, you sometimes get new dialogue options. And so you're on front because you're affiliated. Gotcha. Okay. Inheritance of the US of America. Endless silos stuck underneath the earth. Destruction awaiting the last order. The good old Fallout universe. Everything's going quite well. You can see quite clearly here. Yo, what's up, Jake? Fun Fallout facts. This DLC is widely seen as the worst and is generally hated by fans of Fallout New Vegas. Interesting. This DLC is seen as the worst? I don't know whatever could top Sierra Madre's DLC. I don't know I forget the exact name for that one. The casino thing? Because the beeping radio one just killed me, man. I love the atmosphere for that and I love the story, but man, the gameplay was not it. So, we'll see. This is interesting. Dead Money, that's right, that's what it was called. Think Dead Money is the most controversial? We got through it. I certainly don't want to go back ever again. I've never seen corpses mutilated like that. So what, are we talking about like death claws here? Is that what's happening?
The fires here burned them from within. The winds of the divide tore their skin, exposed them, screaming to the sky. And just as the divide tears at them, so they tear at each other, for sport, like some tribal scarification. Falling back to their history, maybe. No matter what they suffer, the radiation, fire of the divide sustains them, makes them stronger.
I mean, they have to be ghouls then, yeah? Story-wise, I've heard more complaints about Lonesome Road. Gameplay-wise, it's Dead Money with no competition. Intriguing. Well, regardless of how it goes, at the very least we'll have something cool to talk about. Story good, story bad. We can always talk about why that's the case. Radiation may keep them alive in areas so physically punishing it would kill others, even ghouls. If they become ghouls, the radiation would strengthen them, heal their wounds, not their scars. Let's try medicine this time.
There's truth in your words. In what I've seen of their tactics, movements, recovery, those wounds, they couldn't live otherwise. The divide winds have torn the skin from many of them. Maybe the radiation is the only thing keeping them walking. They camp near silos, warheads. No way to cleanse the radiation. Makes them hard to kill there. Have to draw them out.
So you're saying that the enemies are going to heal over time if they're near radiation. Definitely ghouls suffering eternally to the radioactive fire unseen tearing them apart. And yeah, welcome Lennon. It has been a while. In fact, I think the last time we saw you was during the XCOM campaign. Lonesome Road's best feature is how it buffs EDE. Oh, no, it's not EDE, it's Eddie. Eddie didn't used to be a floating crafting bench in vanilla. Oh, that I did not know. I mean, Eddie's cute anyway, so of course you'd have him along regardless. That being said, between him and Rex, I might actually prefer Rex. I'm sorry, Eddie. Maybe you better tell me who you are and what you want.
I'm a courier. Courier 6. Was Courier 6. Like you. And not like you. In all the ways that matter.
Oh, so you're saying we have the same size?
Spent too many years looking for you. Now letting you come to
Size
me.
shoe, of course.
Thought carrying that ship would end you. No. You got lives in you. Hard to kill. Storms, bullets, sand and wind. Yet still you walk.
I had the benefit of loading a save, yes. Yo, what's up, Taserat? It is indeed Fallout. He has a very villainous sounding voice. He has the epic voice that I wish I have. Having your skin constantly scored off by sandstorms while being healed by radiation endlessly sounds like a living hell. It is. That is because it very much is. It's suffering without end. At the very least. In any other scenario, you would just die and eventually you wouldn't feel anything, but here, no. You should shoot iBots in the capital wasteland, but I started to love Eddie as I started to move around the Mojave. You just have to smoke cigarettes for 30 years, you'll have this voice too, Zero, just before you keel over from lung cancer. You know what? I think I'll pass on that one then. We'll let the other people have the epic sounding voices. I'll stick with mine. All the DLCs are connected to Ulysses if you paid attention. Well, there is this one courier dude that is constantly being mentioned who has gone through every single place that we've gone through. And talks about us sometimes. Which is why other people know about us. I don't know why. Why, bro? What is up here? Okay, Ulysses, Perception 6. We've never spoken before. I'd remember your voice. I mean, we kind of already know who it is. I wanted to say Perception, but... I wonder what would happen if I just said his name.
Not my given name. Close enough. Took it from history. Found it in a book. It's an old world name.
Indeed it is.
Ulysses lived a long time ago. Long before the old world set fire to itself. He made a mark without being myth. Had to fight during a time when his world had 2 flags, and he had to make them one.
Ulysses, not the myth. You're honoring history, not stories. Survival. You chose the Ulysses because of the 2 flags reference. Is that tied to the war in the Mojave? Or speech? You brought me here to talk. If you wanted to kill me, you'd have waited until I came for the chip. Let's go with the intelligence one.
History. Yes. Ulysses walked a hard road. A general, like Caesar and Oliver. He was brown and stubborn, gave him strength on the battlefield. He led his side to victory, turned 2 flags into one. That's when he lost. When the fighting was done, the sickness took hold. Lesson there. If history's to be believed, one you should heed.
Okay. Speaking of rhymes now, gotcha. The perk Explorer gets a dialogue option? Explorer. Oh, wait, isn't Explorer the one where it reveals every single location on the map? I think I have specifically avoided that one so that I wouldn't get, like, spoiled on where everything was. He's referring to Ulysses S. Grant, an American general during the Civil War. I'm not too familiar with that. I'm not really a history buff, but I have heard his name mentioned before, back when I was learning about history. He's also talking about Ulysses from the Trojan War too, no? Oh. I suppose there are many people with that name uniting 2 flags together. Okay. Let's try the survival one this time. I don't pick it very often.
War. Call it that. Our part in it. Ulysses wasn't made for the flag he followed. He wasn't made for peace. That's the lesson. If you follow a symbol to the end, ask yourself what that means. More important, ask what happens after the end.
Okay. You brought me here to talk. If you wanted to kill me, you'd have waited until I came for the chip.
No, I couldn't. And I'm thinking you can't kill me either. If you did, you'd answer for it. Just as I would. Let the land do the killing for you. That's one of the things you taught me.
Did I?
Killing is personal. So's vows, promises, important to me than the first.
Are you okay in the head, sir? Like... Are we trying to say that we have a situation here where it's something similar to, like, say, early years of Batman, and his vigilante justice and scare tactics towards the villains ending up inspiring some of his villains to become villains in the first place? And then we're like, oh no, what have we done? The actions that I've done, I need to change myself, I need to be better. But, I can't really think of what I've done to make you think this way. I've kind of just been trying to survive, bro. Turns out the courier does have a story before he got shot in the head. I suppose fair enough. I wouldn't know of it, though. Saying if war is done, Ulysses and other men of war are no longer useful? Isn't that the case? Is the most, what's the word here? Ironic? Would that be the right word? Where soldiers train to go to war to stop war, but then become incredibly useless when they actually achieve their goal. Like, what does a soldier do when they come back from war? I know that many have struggled to find their place again in normal society. I'm very lucky to not have been a part of that. Although I did do my military service already. Thankfully, the country wasn't at war. You don't remember the things that happened before the events of the game? Before you got shot in the face? I'm sorry, okay? I have a little bit of amnesia from getting a bullet stuck in my head. DLC tries to give you a backstory, and how well it lands is up to opinion. That's an interesting choice, actually. Because this plays like, okay, your character is a completely blank slate. You determine your story now. And so the actions that you've done up until now is your character. But here, instead, we're trying to say that the courier is their own character who has their own backstory and consequences from that backstory that, unfortunately, the player is currently not privy to. Honestly, in that aspect, I can already see why some people may argue that this has like the weakest story. Because it feels like you're not a part of it. The courier is, and you're just the guy controlling the courier. I don't know how well that would go over in an RPG game. But it is an interesting tactic. We'll see. That gunshot gave you amnesia or partial amnesia. I mean, it was a good setup for an RPG game, and I thought it's standard fare. But this is kind of a twist, for sure. I always read it as the bullet changing your personality enough to make that past courier a different person. Well, that goes into more of a philosophical question of who a person is, and whether or not they are a completely different person. Like, from the person they were a second ago, a minute ago, maybe a week ago, a month, a few years. It's like when you meet an old friend who you haven't talked to for a few years, and then when you meet them, it feels very much like meeting a new person because so much about them has changed. But technically speaking, they are the same person in the same body with the same name. But they can be very different from when you met them. So, in this instance, can you hold me accountable for the things that I've done if I can't even remember what I've done? I'm not the same person, but I technically still am, and physically still am. You meet an old friend who you haven't talked to for a few years and they try to sell you NFTs. What a classic. Bro, whenever one of my college friends, they haven't talked to me for years now, whenever one of my college friends contacts me, I get kind of excited, like, oh hey, you guys remember me? And they're like, hey, Zero, no, omitting my real name, can I borrow some money? Oh. Well, thanks for hitting me up, I guess. Darth Revan's a good example. You're resetting who you used to be and deciding a new path for yourself. And ideally, well, canonically, I think you should be playing the good side, so... yeah, that's a good example. There's a mod called Tale of Two Wastelands that combines Fallout 3 and New Vegas into one big game. It does make sense lore-wise since New Vegas is 3 years or so after Fallout 3, so you could theoretically be the same character who traveled across the USA, and funnily enough, Fallout 3 is a DLC where you get lobotomized too. Well, there does seem to be a trend here. Yo, what's up, Rexy? Welcome. It has indeed been a while. Hope you've been doing good. Wait, so you swore not to kill me. Why? Who was I before this?
What kind of world would this be if Courier killed Courier? You've got enough distance ahead of you. Save your breath for the road. Don't waste it on words.
Hanging in there? Well, keep on hanging in there, Rakshi. Whatever it is that you're going through, I hope it goes well. Ape never kill ape. Forget your name, back to the job you refused. Enough talking. I don't care. Well, let's get back to the job you refused. Who are you?
Alright, Courier. If the why of it matters to you.
Okay. Feeling happy because another VTuber played one of my favorite games, Fear? Ah, I've heard really good things about that one, actually. Not such great things about the second Fear game, though, if I remember correctly. But yeah, maybe someday I'll learn about the franchise. But that's good, though. At least you got something to enjoy. Don't waste it on words, says the most talky NPC in the entire game. He didn't say that he wasn't a hypocrite. But, maybe he doesn't even realize that. Perception!
Words are the only way couriers meet. Sometimes it's the paths we walk. But no, we've never spoken before now.
What do you mean?
You may not know my voice, but we've walked the same places. The long 15 to Prim. That wasn't the only road you ever walked. I've been to your home, the place you kept returning to. May not be the place you were born, or the place you gave life to. Same thing. People forget couriers can keep communities alive until the day they're gone and their breath catches in their throat.
Uncovered all 6 references to the past of Courier 6. Yo, what's up, Dodds? Amnesiac Protagonist is a Chris Avalon classic writing trope that he used all the way back in Planescape Torment. Even till today, it is a very good excuse for a protagonist to introduce a newcomer into their particular universe and how it functions. A bit overused in my opinion, but it can work sometimes. Fear 2 not as good as the first, but it's good enough to worth playing. It's Fear 3 that is the bad one. Okay, gotcha. I knew that one of the sequels was very disappointing, but that's all I know. So, you refused to deliver the chip to set me up to die?
We all have death following us. Only a question of how close. You dodged it. For a time. You're good at that. Talent for it. With
It's not my fault.
Weighing you down. A burden. Let's death move a little faster without me pulling the trigger.
If you want to be dead, why'd you wait?
Promises to keep to others. And the Mojave's dangerous enough left to the land. The land has its way. If I wanted you dead, we would have met sooner. Not sure that's the way this ends.
This will probably end with you dead. Not gonna lie, bro.
Say. If not, then messages will do.
This is some interesting paths our conversation is taking. Like, couriers, we don't have to talk. We talk in different ways. We walk the same path, therefore we know each other. Bro, I have no idea, man. I don't think real couriers think this way at all. Alright. Like the voice on this machine? Well, the person speaking through the machine certainly has a very good voice. And that being said, the voice acting for this game in general is quite stellar. With a few exceptions when it comes to, like, just random NPCs. But that's understandable. Enough talking.
America sleeps ahead of you. Its nightmares filled with quakes, storms. You'll need to find your own path. That means waking America's spears up from their slumber. There's ways. Warheads set off collapse. Warheads could open the gates again.
What?
You're resourceful. That machine, robot with you, can help you find the warheads you need to destroy. And their trigger, the detonator. The way ahead is below. The tools are there. The rest, up to you.
And thank you for the Hydra Wasabi. Also, hope you get better soon, Dodds. If we share history, then before going forward, I want to know the past. Well, might as well.
Who are you who do not know your history?
Bro, I don't
You came
know.
all this way for answers. Only currency I have. Nothing else to be gained. Could turn around, walk away at any time. If history matters to you, you'll need to earn it. Any laws of mine, I have already cast away in the divide. They're lost to you. For now, find the trigger for the warheads buried in Hopeville. Use it to keep moving and keep alive.
Okay. Fine. We'll play your game to experience your
Will
story.
send its worst against you. It may break you. We'll see if you're stronger. Road gets rougher from here. Courier left marks for you. Colors will tell the way if you're smart. They'll lead you to
My
your home
character is
one more
smart.
time. Lead to
Me,
the
not so
ending of
much.
it. Maybe remind you why you wander.
I wonder because it's an open world RPG? Maybe? Welcome, brother, to the stream. Ulysses is one of the best antagonists in a video game. The best antagonist, that is a bold claim. We shall put that to the test. America's bright future in your hands. This don't look very bright to me. Ugh. Okay, well, how's our radiation looking like? Not bad, not bad. Our radiation resistance could use a little bit of help. I think we do have something for that, however. This does add some rad resistance for us, so maybe a good time to use it. Plus we can also repair it at any time, so yep. We should be good.
Did I do something wrong?
No, unfortunately radiation is not your forte. We move a lot slower though, that's for sure. Alright. Hopeville Missile Base, West Entrance. We got anything around here? It looks like we have oh no, the Unfilled triangles are new locations to discover. Not enemies. But if there are animals around here, we do have the animal friend perk, so... we'll be fine. What's happening back there? Okay, so I gotta get up there. How does one do that? Gonna go round. Oh, enemy spotted. Whatever that was. Have you watched Hunter the Parenting yet? No, I have not. Whenever I do watch him, I'll watch a couple of episodes in advance and then upload them all at once. So that I can have some time to work on all the other things that I also have to work on. But whatever I do, you guys will know. EDE, are you okay? Oh. Marked Men Scout. Marked Men. Is that what you guys are called? I'll be taking that. Oh no, don't worry, I did not miss the mark, although... does that mean that there's, like, something good here to pick up? Don't think so, no. And I can't even jump across here. Maybe I could if I wasn't wearing this armor. You already went to Big Empty? Yep. We are doing the DLCs in chronological order. And this one is the last one to get to. Do all of you just have bombs? A thermic lance. The different colors mean different things. Red means dangerous. Ah. So he marks that as this is enemy territory, essentially. Everyone is gone. I think I know why. No, the base entrance is there. You can't go through the front door, though. Can I go around the sides? Is that a viable route? Maybe? Only one way to find out, I suppose. Can't get up here. I think I might have gone past the area that we need to go into. I'm not gonna lie. Feel free to explore buildings and stuff? Gotcha. If I'm interested in doing so, I shall. That being said, I do want to keep the story progressing. Way past, roger that. Do you see one long linear journey, so you probably won't be coming back anywhere? Feel free to explore side paths. Okay. That makes sense, considering it's called Lonesome Road. We're going on a journey. Being taken on a trip. I can't destroy the boxes, can I? Oh, wait a minute. I didn't notice this. Activate Armory Access Terminal. Sure. Alakazam. Candelabras. Ooh, interesting. I see. Gotcha. Come on. Experiments. 4 out of 11. Okay. Let's try to find some parentheses here. Oh. Here we go. Allowance replenished. Damn it. Well, at least it gave us back one. Another one. Dot removed. Another one. Maybe whereabouts. Okay, I think that's all. Nope. We only have one more option. Ingredients! Everybody's favorite password. What's up, Boomy? Hope you're having a good day. We're just playing through the Fallout New Vegas DLC. Methinks they took the road part of Lonesome Road a bit too seriously when they made the whole DLC a corridor shooter. There are only 4 options left. I'm sorry. Just being thorough. Right. Huzzah! What do we have in here? An ammunition box with nothing inside. Perfect. Rocket. Rocket canister. I don't think that's ammo, is it? I think that's crafting material more so. We do a little bit of looting here and there. Which honestly, I'm kind of a loot goblin, but this isn't really my favorite part of the game. Albeit it is a necessary part considering how it's structured. But still. Weight of 30. What about my current medium armor? How's that one doing? I could use some repairs. I'll take that. Have you ever played Republic Commando before? I have never played Republic Commando. However, I do own the game. And I was planning to play it, actually. That was probably going to go up on a poll after I had finished Knights of the Old Republic 2. But unfortunately, a lot of things happened, and now we're here playing Fallout New Vegas. So maybe someday I'll throw that up on a poll. I do want to get back into Star Wars lore. There's a lot of really cool things there that the movies unfortunately don't really cover. Or do justice, I suppose. Bruh, I'm getting bamboozled so hard. Getting wrecked by this lock. There we go. Old World Blues DLC was made from assets for a fully voice-acted ending for the house ending that was cut. Oh, cool. More medium armor. Shotgun. Don't really use it. Rocket canisters are ammo? Oh, okay. I'll take it then. For what weapon, though? Probably an extremely hard-hitting one, though. We don't really use, because I usually end up blowing myself up. No, okay, they're just 13 rockets put together. Okay. Oh! Didn't see you there, buddy. How you feeling? Just, hanging around, I see. Don't worry. I won't bother you. Okay. We out. Looting is the weakest part of many games. As much as I love BG3, looting everything bores me quickly. Playing the game optimally and min-maxing things, yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Okay, now. We gotta turn left here, and then go up there. That's where he messed up. It is optimal, but yeah. It sucks the fun from the game. I'd rather just go talk to another NPC. Or, I don't know. Ambush one, smack them in the back of the head or something. We didn't even get a health bar for you. Sorry, bro. Eddie's just way too tanky. Stick around. A classic. Okay, can I get up here? By jumping? Nope, I cannot. I'm not skilled enough to do so. Yo, what's up, Kingy? What side are you on, the cowards or the racist? None! Independent New Vegas, ruled by me. Which is a little counterintuitive, but that's what we're going for. Commando, great for its time, along with the fact it was competing with old Halo on release back in the day, which is impressive. It was competing with Halo of all things? That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely have to try it out. I know that it's a really good game, considered a classic by many. So missing out on that one would be a shame. Hello there, Steve. Yeah, I can just jump down here. Looting is ultimately a thematic part of any post-apocalyptic game. Scavenging for supplies is going to make sense. I know that it does. But I'd be lying if I didn't acknowledge that this wasn't like my favorite part of New Vegas. And more than likely the reason why I haven't really played many games of this genre. Because while I do enjoy the story immensely... Oh god, I think I'm just gonna have to drop down from here. There still are certain parts where it's just like not for me. Ah! Ooh! But jeez! Oh god! Owie! Pizzowie! Hey man! Not cool, bro. That kind of hurt like a little bit, you know? Took out a whole 5 HP from me. Thank goodness the enemies here don't scale. Because with how slow I am to react to them here, I'd be a goner for sure. Using the infinite ammo weapon, that's kind of weak. Not surprised that they're tanky. I mean, it's efficient. Just fine. Shoot them a few more times. That or... Which weapons did I bring along? I did bring Pew Pew. That might be kind of overkill. A little bit. But I mean, seeing them explode into little itty bits could be kind of funny. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff there. I don't really care about much of that anymore. I think I'm good with what I've got. And honestly, I don't think I need to get like an implant or anything. The implants are really good. It's just, I already have a fully metallic body. Okay, what's on the roof here? This is laser detonator. You've found the laser detonator Ulysses spoke of. A piece of pre-war tech that can detonate the nuclear warheads scattered around the Lonesome Road. You can use it to open new paths, kill your enemies from afar, or even discover secret loot caches. Just point it at a warhead, hold down the trigger, and watch the explosion. If what Ulysses said is true, you'll need this to advance, which means there must be a warhead blocking the way forward. You'll need to find the correct one and destroy it. Oh boy. What is that? The red glare? Is this a rocket weapon? Very heavy. 217. Almost my entire carry weight as well. Yeah, I am carrying a lot of things, to be fair. Let me try and fix up some things. Power armor still doing good. We can maintain this with the armor. Alright. We should be good for now. Play Corto 2 off screen until you get back to where you left off. That seems like it would take a lot of time, unfortunately. And I don't have an infinite amount of time, especially nowadays. And that would be like, what, 80 hours of me replaying the same thing again? I don't know about that one. Good for you. Actually, what do you have? That looks like an interesting looking... Oh, that's the thermic lance. I see. He has card games to play? Exactly. I also, going through Tales of Berseria at the moment. Just wait while I reload, thank you very much. I think I remember now why I don't really like using this gun. Shooting it does not feel satisfying at all. Do we have something else? Not a whole lot of ammo for it, though. We can use Elijah's advanced layer. Usually one with the Desert Ranger's armor from Honest Hearts. That one looks really cool. And I would use that, but I don't think it has like the greatest stats out there. And the other medium armor that we currently have talks to us, so I kind of have to use that by default. Alright. Well, that was a big ouchie. 66 radiation. What is our current armor looking like? A little bit battered. We're still alive though. Condition. Alright. Wait a minute. Let's try out the new thing that we received, which was not the red glare. I will 100% blow myself up if I use that. It's not the detonator. Was it the laser detonator? Detonates warheads. It does 0 DPS and 0 damage. What do you mean by kill my enemies from afar? What are your thoughts on Legends of Runeterra from League? I played a little bit of it. Oh, wait a minute. That is a warhead that I can detonate, but how far away from it do I have to be? I played a little bit of it and I enjoyed it. That being said, I didn't spend 1,000 hours in it, unlike a certain other card game. I think I might be too far. Or, no. Oh my goodness, holy shit! Good thing I didn't walk up any closer to it. Oh. Alright. How much damage would this do to an enemy? It only blows up warheads in my enemy's face. Anything neat here? Thank you. Boop. Eh, nothing cool though. Pop goes a weasel indeed. Yeah, I don't know, man. Nuclear warhead was weak as fuck. Was it a nuclear warhead? Or was it just well, something else? I don't know my explosives. I didn't deal with warheads. Might also be because they're 200 years out of maintenance using 50s tech? Potentially. And honestly, for the sake of my own life, I'm glad that that is the case. Or else, like, this section of the game would not be possible. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Completely walked past it, didn't even realize. How far should I be? Here? Let's do it here. You should be scared, Eddie. My enemies be fried. Is this working on you, by the way? Do you feel any sort of discomfort? No. I suppose not. Okay. Let us put you on 1. And let us put you on 3. There we go. Swap to 1. Bam, bam. Oh my goodness! What is that? Did you just shoot a flare at me? Is that what was happening? Where are you? Long-range warfare. War never changes, regardless of the distance that you're at. If only I could shoot better. I don't like these odds. Let me just slowly advance. The Necrons taught me how to do warfare. Probably don't stand in the proximity of that grenade that he just threw. Oh, you have a name. Blister. Interesting. Alright. Silly Zero, that lad isn't a nuclear warhead. Well, aren't there some lasers that are just so high powered that they would burn through you? That's what I was doing. They did say to kill your enemies from afar, but we have better things that we can use. And yeah, he was shooting a flare gun. I thought it was some sort of like explosive ammo. That was certainly an interesting tactic. Maybe it was like just to distract me? Oh. Yummy. I'm assuming you guys lived on human flesh, yeah? That would make the most sense. Because, like, what else are you gonna eat out here? Oh, Zally. Flare gun set EDE. I really just want to read it as EDE. Set Eddie on fire. Unique effect if you inspect it. Oh. Let me take a look at it. The boss on Collider can kill you if you stick your head in it. I would presume so. And I would definitely not stick my head in it. Frightens abominations. Abominations? I'm gonna hold on to one of these, just in case. What are abominations? Are we actually going to be fighting the forces of chaos? Oh. Yet another nuclear warhead. Like Vault 22 things? Tunnelers? Other stuff? So we have seen a few before. Or, I suppose the, What? Happy beeping. I suppose we have seen some in the Wasteland, like the centaur creature thing. There isn't really any other word that you could use to describe it apart from abomination. I do see some enemies over there, but if they don't mess with me, I don't mess with them. Unless if they mess with somebody else who I took a quest from, then it's my problem.
I don't believe it. Grant actually went to Colonel Autumn and got approval for her damned efficiency guidelines. All experiments will be carried out with the test subject fully active to reduce iteration time. It's barbaric. I've explained this to the Colonel. Just because the iBots don't have true AI doesn't mean they're just machines. I guess results are all that matter around here. Forget things like ethical procedures or humane treatment. I'm starting to have serious misgivings about leadership around here. At least I've got you to talk to, huh, Eddie?
This poor dude went into science with way too optimistic of a perspective. Especially working on something like this during that sort of time. I understand the desire to do so, but there really wasn't any other way this was gonna go. Jake, you can copy paste that as many times as you want. The fact of the matter is, I don't want to spend 80 hours replaying the same game again to get to something new. William was really protective of his iBots, huh? I can't believe they'd approve that. I met enough robots to know they're more than just machines. Well, at this point in time, true. Oh, God. I can see why you left that place then. How late am I? We are currently 1 hour and 12 minutes into stream. That being said, we haven't progressed story much. We were mostly just talking about potential theories and things pertaining towards the story. So, not too bad. Enclave literally wanted to kill all non-Enclave humans. I don't think they care about iBot rights. Okay. You know, fair. Fair enough. They weren't exactly the caring type. They had their own thing going on. I hope those bastards got what was coming to him. Let's press on. Oh. What the heck was that? What is going on? Where'd it go? Was that like supposed to be a A scripted horror event? Scared beeping? What? Eddie, you'll be fine. Person who might not be is me. Ew. Bravo team mission orders. Yikers, bro. At 0600 hours, Bravo team will conduct sweep and clear operations in advance of the main force. Early intelligence suggests the tunnels are only sparsely populated by small, subterranean semi-humanoids, which are easily cowed by bright light and loud noises. Bravo team has been issued flashbang grenades for this purpose and is expected to meet minimal resistance. That don't look very minimal to me. Yeah. Not very minimal at all. I kind of want to go home. What the fuck? Okay, armor's still doing good. What are you? Oh. What's up, Hamza? Well, I suppose it depends. In that sort of aspect, you could say that Thief 2 is considered a horror game. It isn't really, but it certainly does have horror themes to it during certain points in the story. Venomous Tunneler. Oh, so these are what tunnelers are. I think this is the first time we've seen them. No, Eddie! Die, monster! Okay, well... They were scary at first, but I think we'll do just fine. We are a little bit over-leveled, one could say. The thing we might run into an issue with is more than likely the Death Claw, whenever that thing shows up. That being said, I have gone into an entire cave full of Death Claws and come out fine, so who knows? No, don't shoot Eddie. Yes. Or not. Cool. I'll just not do the thing that I was, attempting to do. Did he? What the? Oh my goodness! Ouchie! Screw off. What? What? What is happening? I'm getting knocked around by this tiny little thing? Huh? What? Jesus Christ. Oh, I took the MREs, okay. It would be amazing if we really had a real horror game out of it, since it's so grim derp most of the time. Kinda makes me want to ask. Well, thing is, I think a horror 40k game could be really good. But yeah, maybe someday. Playing as a girl character should have known? Of course! What else would I play? Why do you have a harmonica? Wait, your name is Hulking? Oh, I was like, Hulkling? From Marvel? Serby's favorite character in Fallout New Vegas? Well, no, that's not. It's one of Serby's favorite characters. You gotta get the other one, too. Sure. If they can defeat in map geometry, then they are truly the greatest threat to all wastelanders. Indeed. Just like the freaking little rodent rat coyote things. Those things are so buggy, man. The collision for the ground is not the greatest out there, but that isn't really breaking news for anybody. What's over there? Why do we have this big open area? You're gonna reward me for my exploration, right? Yes. Yes. Teddy bear. Oh.
There you are. You went quiet for a time. You killing the bear wouldn't prove easy. You and your machine. You survived. There's a lesson here in the Divide. Old world history about paving and intentions could teach the Republic a thing or two, if they listened. They have an idea of trying to do what's right, never quite getting there. Maybe you've seen it. Nipton. Elsewhere.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say, you got a better way of doing things?
Yes, and any courier could tell you the same. See it everywhere. The bear. Bear's too busy carving up the Mojave with knives, roads, borders, and how things should be, to see how it is. They're stretched thin, can't protect their front lines, their towns. Think paper's power, radio means control. All of it, useless. No matter now, Bear couldn't hold the Divide. You and that machine are all that remains of NCR here. Rest fell to radiation, fire, and what burrows below.
The frig, Eric? Why would I know anything about that shit? What burrows below? You mean those creatures in the underpass?
Tunnelers. Predators that make their own roads beneath the ground here. Divide broke their sky, showed them the world above, and the scent of new prey. Be a slower death for the Mojave than bombs and fire, but they'll come for its people, from where they least expect, below.
Radiation from the war might have created them, then detonations, quakes caused them to surface. Wait, where are we going with these little guys?
Makes sense. Truth favors that. Matches the history of this place. Were signs they were here for a long time. Before marked men. Before what happened to the Divide cracked their sky. If so, they were buried deep. Might have been born the day America's embers started to settle. Seen worse things twisted by radiation.
I mean, radiation does some pretty gnarly things to things that we recognize. So they might have been something completely different. Honestly, they might have been human at some point. You never know. It's kind of like... Have any of you guys seen the horror movie The Descent? It's like if the Divide happened and all of those creatures that lived all the way down there in those tunnels decided to come out in droves because, well, they didn't really have any other choice. And they were actually super powerful or something. And people had to run away and fear them, live in terror forever. That would kind of suck. When you say slower death for the Mojave, you mean they're spreading out from the Divide?
Death will come from below. In the Divide, need to watch the sky. start emerging throughout the Mojave in time. Might be years, probably less. They breed fast, hunt in groups, more than enough to bring down the strongest in the Mojave, once they draw blood. Seen them tear apart Deathclaws. Deathclaw might guess some,
that's what happened.
but the rest will swarm it, tear it apart, like Denver hounds.
Okay. I see what we're going for. My main issue with that is that I literally said that I would be more afraid of a Deathclaw than these little dudes. They don't necessarily have to be the most menacing thing ever, but if from one aspect you say that they are literally going to destroy the world, but then they look like this, it's kind of hard for me to associate that level of destruction with something that looks like the spore dudes from one of the vaults. And I mean, they're not exactly that hard to kill either. They do hit kind of hard though. But yeah, it's, as a player, I don't really feel the weight of a threat that they're putting on these little creatures. Denver Hounds. Denver's far to the east, Legion territory.
Mojave and the Divide are the only places I've walked. Walked the east too, before the bull came. Then, much like Mojave before the bear, tribes, towns, clutching to life. Bull did a better job.
We would be completely powerless against these troglodytes that are weak to bullets, explosives, blunt objects, and flashlights. Oh man. You forgot flamethrowers, unique tech, never before seen in the wasteland, and this thing in the sky called the sun. Yeah, there's a few holes in this plan of theirs if they want to take over the surface world. It's like, well, spoilers for War of the Worlds. Well, at least the movie. I think the book was a little bit different. But it's like that, where you like come in and absolutely destroy the humans. And then it turns out, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, we forgot to think about like the potential bacteria and viruses and diseases that exist here on the human world that we do not have anything to withstand against. So there goes our invasion plan, I guess. Don't get me wrong, it was still a really good ending, but from the alien perspective, that was kind of dumb. Right. Those marked men in Hopeville summon strange masks and blades I've never seen before.
They bear false versions of Legate Beneus's masks. The one Caesar fashioned for him. Thought it was an insult at first. No better now. It's shaped from divide metal, not with care and strength, but with hate. Keeps them anchored. Crude, effective, like the blades they carry. Distant mirrors of their legate, a symbol they can hold on to, while the divide tears at them.
You spoiled the twist of a brand new book from 1895. My day is ruined. I'm sorry, Steve. I'll try to do better next time. I did give you guys a warning, though, just in case. And, jokes aside, for the people that are like me and just have been living under a rock this entire time and don't really know about these things, maybe they'd appreciate that. Just putting it out there. Bacteria are unlikely to attack aliens, so the plot was dumb to begin with, just like the aliens that came to Earth for water. Yeah, man. Well, you know, we got a scene of Tom Cruise running. so there was that. It's why I laugh at alien visiting Earth believers. They're simultaneously smart enough for faster than light, yet so incompetent that they crash and get... Oh no. Still better than the science aliens? Bro, that movie was so good at building tension, but the aliens were... I feel like they were just kind of curious, okay? They were just like, what is this doing here? What are you guys doing over there? Okay, we're gonna leave now. Alright. Those soldiers in Hopeville were once NCR. I'm sure of it. Why were they with the Legion? Oh, and also, now that we're talking about science, swing away, chat. Swing away.
You see, true. Not scavengers. It's what they wore. Before this all happened. Pain makes for strange allies. The hate the bear and bull shared across the battlefield now turned against the divide. Few survived. Intact. Many NCR were already here when the destruction happened, keeping the route east open in fear of Caesar, fear of the Legion.
NCR would have needed the supply line open to reinforce the Mojave and Hoover Dam.
The dam, that old world wall. The bear, NCR, couldn't be allowed to reach it easily. Long 15, Cayman, both bad enough. Kimball, Kaiser, House. You'd think their whole world was that wall, cutting the Colorado. If I'd never laid eyes on it, never spoke of it. But once found, it was all Caesar could see. That, and the flag beyond it, another symbol, big enough to challenge him. And the divide, one of the roads to it. Legion was tasked with cutting that artery. If you can't kill the bear in one stroke, bleed it, starve it. That kind of murder. It's what any of the Legion would have done. Now, the divide belongs to history.
If this is... Bro, you can really just, like, try to ignore as much as possible. This is the high road. Where does it lead?
At the end of the high road lies Ashton. Its silo. That machine I'm with you. It can open it, wake it up. Like it did the one in Hopeville.
Wait. My perception has been reduced. Oh no! Damn it! Well. Yo, what's up, Rain Miller? And welcome. There was an attempt. How's New Vegas been treating you? It's been going great so far, and I've been enjoying a lot of the game. That being said, I think I just got smacked around by some tiny little mole men, like him from the ground, and apparently like the greatest threat to the universe. And now I can't see very well anymore, so I'm not feeling too good. Long time since I stopped by for a live stream. Well, always glad to have you here. Hope you enjoy your time here. If hitting a planet where the atmosphere is often filled with something that burns you like Hollywood acid was ill-advised. Well, you know, the aliens from science, maybe they didn't know that was the case. They thought that they were just a little too cocky, you know? They thought they could handle it. You're at that part? Have fun? Thank you. I will hopefully have some fun here. Baby zombies, essentially. They're like the tiny little Minecraft villagers, but turned into zombies. When we first spoke in Hopeville, you mentioned you swore not to kill me. Why?
You know the why of it.
Do I?
If you don't, I do.
Then tell me.
And that's enough.
What?
Shows
No, it's
trust
not.
Only walks so far west. Earned more than that, though. Getting this far. We walk the same road, portray the same colors. Can't break that by making the road red. Want more than that? Walk the divide. Answers will come. Closer you get to home. You and that machine.
What is this great revelation that you're leading me towards? This road leads nowhere, bruh.
Many in the Mojave think the divide's nothing but canyon and storm. Wasn't always. There was life. A town farther west. Not talking about an old world town like Hopeville. More recent. Something you saw in your lifetime. It had the name, the divide, too. But rather than cracks in the earth, it was a road from the west into the Mojave, a supply line. Took a courier to make that road. You. Back then, you saw the road with eyes facing east. This time, the divide's in the other direction.
So is that a bad thing to do?
And if your eyes try to make sense of it when you reach it, home's not what it was.
What makes you think this leads home?
All roads lead back to one's home.
All roads
Not
lead to Rome.
birthplace, maybe, but home. Home isn't where you were born into this world. You taught me that. Part of your message, whether you meant it or not, can be a place of mind. A moment where you know who you are, the history of it. And they can be places you breathe life into. Never would have known the divide had it not been for you. The road you made with your tracks again and again. You were the only one willing to make the journey to and from here. A hard road. Kept the land before the divide alive through seasons, storms. Can't have been just a job. Was something more to you. Don't feel for a place that hard unless it's home.
What? Oh my goodness. Okay. Bro. Ulysses? You don't have any friends, do you? I can't imagine how infuriating it would be to talk to somebody who speaks like this. Bro, just get to the point. Jesus Christ. And the amount of things that you're saying that ultimately don't mean a whole lot, despite hiding a lot beneath the subtext, it's just giving people a headache, man. Come on. Do you want to kill me or not? And what did I do to you? Jeez Louise. We'll have to see how it turns out. But, you know, this might actually be a good DLC. Who knows? It's just that I feel like a lot of writing like this often comes from writers who really, really, really want to make themselves look smart. And so they make a character that speaks in cryptic tongues. But I don't really think that proves the point. I think more so when you're able to get these things across without giving your readers a headache, then you've probably written a good character with good dialogue. But yeah, that's just me. I could be wrong. We'll see. Bro wrote an entire fan fiction about you. Hey, thanks for the super chat, Rakshi. Never have we met someone who said so much and yet said so little. Exactly. You're saying so. So basically what I'm getting from the story is we worked somewhere at a town called the Divide and we made a road. And you have an issue with that because you walk that same road and you know us, but you don't. And we've never met. What the fuck, man? What is wrong with you? All his fans left him after the end rant about bulls, bears, and coming. When you put it like that, yeah. It really just, you took everything from me. I don't even know who you are. Yes, exactly. You're a mad scientist. You need to brush up on your ranting skills. Consider this a study. You know what, Argoth? You're right. That being said, the correct way to rant were the scientists from Old World Blues. When you write dialogue like that, where they say a whole lot, but don't really get anywhere, and yet you can tell a lot of information from it, and it's very engaging and fun, I think that's really cool. I think that's super hard to pull off. And it's a very distinct style that I think a lot of people can enjoy. But this one kind of is trying to go in that direction, but it doesn't have the fun mad scientist aspect to it. It's just some dude who reads a few too many books, speaks in philosophical terms, and is trying to mess with your head. He's planned this out for a very long time, and so he's got a lot of words that rhyme. There's one NPC in PoE that a lot of people dislike, but I think Avalon got the cryptic character right in that one. You actually have to engage in thought. That can be interesting. Like, it's not necessarily going to be a character that anyone really likes. Something like a Kokichi from Danganronpa V3 type thing, where you kind of hate him, and he speaks very cryptically about a lot of things, and he doesn't really speak the truth most of the time. But trying to guess that can be very engaging to the player. This one, I'm just like, I'm going to walk down this road, and eventually I'm going to find out. So, like, I don't really care too much about what you're saying. It is fun, though, to laugh about it. I'll give you that. Rant coherent, hammy, funny? Yeah, exactly. It sounds like he's saying you kept the settlement in the Divide alive through your job as a courier, delivering things to and from it. Yeah, that's essentially what we've gotten here. We still don't know why he's mad at us for doing that, though. Just one of those people who never got over their edgy teenage poetry phase. Honestly, it's like everyone's first attempt at a novel. Actually, you know, yeah, true. Very true. When you don't write in actual conversation speak and you write in writing speak, they are two very different ways of speaking. And it just comes off not natural when it's supposed to be dialogue, is the thing. Hope Zero plays PoE someday. I own the game. I love CRPGs. It's a matter of time. We'll see. Walked a lot of hard roads, Mojave and before. Don't mean nothing.
It means everything. Even if you deny it, cast it aside. That speaks to what you are. Proves what happened here. It was you walking that road that kept the Divide alive. It grew from what you did. Settlers, camps, filling that old world city. Chance for a new nation, new beginning, new way of thinking. Could have breathed new life into the Mojave, bridging east, west, like Hoover Dam. But not old world. Something you made. Road was a supply line.
You're still making assumptions about all this.
No. Recounting history.
Then tell me.
NCR saw the worth in that road you made. Staked a claim, whether it was wanted there or not. True elsewhere in the Mojave. And where the bear tries to cling to life, the Legion comes, bearing messages.
Bearing
Some
messages? I see what you did there.
Others, by couriers. You knew what was coming, as sure as I know what's coming for you. This time you carry the burden. Walk west into the sun, and keep walking until it dies. There, I'll be waiting.
Okay. What's up, Barada? Okay. Hi. Guys, don't go down there. I just saved your life. What are you called? You're called the Beast. Look at that beast. Rose got a David Bowie knife. And you have Stimpaks. Oh, you're part of the Legion. I see, I see. Shoulder-mounted machine gun. I will assume, yeah, that is very heavy. I will not take it with me. Okay, where am I? Ooh, I see. We've got, quite a ways to go. That's for sure. Pretty unique gun. I'll put it on just to see what it looks like, I guess. Shoulder-mounted machine gun. Ah! Yeah! Heavy duty. Is this the section I think it is? 100%. I know exactly what you're talking about. It definitely is. I see, I see. I was gonna say this looks like, and then fill in your favorite post-apocalyptic media. You could say that literally looks like any of them. One I was thinking of was the Book of Eli, but yeah. Where are you? Oh. Owie. Oh, there you are. Ha 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 ha. Get terminated, bitch. Oh, that's right. Gamers never look up. I'm sorry. I am indeed a gamer. At the very least, I'm thankful that you consider me one. Actually, now that I think about it, wasn't there this whole thing about, like... Well, for those of you who are playing Enshrouded in the Discord, I recall I was in a call with you guys, and Serby was complaining about how there wasn't, like, a key or a lever to open up a particular door or something. And then I think when Robin went over there to check it out, the lever was basically just straight above the door, but nobody ever looked up. So I guess here in the legit Weebs group, all of us are gamers. Oh, man. Alright, well, oh, what do you mean? Ah, no, that's on 3, I see. I mean, it feels really good to shoot. It does eat up a lot of ammo, but it's not like I'm running low on 10mm ammo. You can climb this wreckage for cool armor. You mean... up in this building? Is there a way I can get in here? Or do you have to go around? Around town. That happens a lot in that game. We never do. Why is it that we never look up? Is it because then we'd see the sky? And it would blind us forever? Ugh. Maybe having this massive gun on my shoulder isn't really helping me. I think I'm stuck. Okay, no, I'm okay. Maybe I should take off some armor. Maybe put on something that isn't this heavy. That might help.
Will you love me if I help you hide?
Interesting.
Stimpack reserves adequate.
Oh, I see. I'm overweight. I should... overweight. I should start eating less. Go on a diet, maybe. Yeah, we can drop the riot gear. That should help. There we go. Huh.
We're okay on
Damn it.
medics until
I
we
think there
have
was an
to
entrance on
numb
the other
pain.
side. This? Oh, then do I like climb up here? First off, let me force the lock. Easy peasy. Exit. Right. Oh, the power armor gives you strength. I see. Ah, here we go. Aha! Ah! Actually, you know what? I'm gonna quick save here, because I don't trust my parkour skills. Ah! Oh, God! So, as I was saying, I'm gonna... Let's quick save here. Don't really trust my parkour skills, and I'm going to slowly check to see whether any of this is booby-trapped or not. Because throughout the entirety of this playthrough, I have yet to step on a mine. Because I am very careful and methodical about the things that I do. Very nice. Very cool. I watched Robin, Sorby, and Draco spend 10 minutes trying to get through a door in Baldur's Gate 3 when the lever that opened it was on the wall next to it. That's great. It's awesome. Oh, what? Some of bro's bits came up here. The comedic timing was excellent. You clearly stepped on the line on purpose. Yep, that's me. Just a bit of a jokester, I am. Yeah, I'm here basically every day at this time. Oh, man. You know, landmines are just the gift that keeps on giving. In video games, specifically. Outside of that, not so much. Ooh.
Big, empty. There's something hidden there. A crater. Past wind and sand. So deep in the desert, there's no turning back. Finding the crater was an accident. Was following the weather patterns. The divide sky torn like that. Man's violence, not nature's. That violence in the sky had a source. Tracked it, like following a river current. Left the colors to mark my way, like always. In case someone finds them, learns the pattern. The courier might. But I thought sand and wind would never end. Came to the crater. And there was an old world facility. A weather station at the edge. Still raking the sky with electricity and generators. And beyond it, saw the rest of the old world hell there. All carved up like garden plots. Had to see what was there. Couldn't leave it be. Things sleep in the big empty. The Brotherhood woke them up. Can't move quiet any more than the two-headed bear can. And when they woke up, it was like all of history waking up at once. Almost didn't make it out. Almost. Left with answers I never intended.
My goodness. You know what? Ulysses might be like the greatest character ever. Bro, I have to just like make a recording of myself and leave it in random places. And always, whenever I'm talking to myself, use the action movie trailer voice. In a world where I went down to eat breakfast today. Cool. Good writing. Funny, haha, man. Wow! Where the frick was that? How am I supposed to get to? Doesn't matter. I'm alive. And I technically did not step on it. It activated on its own. Let me sleep here now. Where the freak are they? Oh. Didn't see you, hanging around there. Ooh. Oh my. Didn't expect to get so intimate with you. Feel fine. I feel fine. Clearly not. Alright. Let's get off of this godforsaken platform. I'm out of here, bro. I signed up to play Fallout New Vegas today. Ugh, not a 3D platformer. Oh. The advanced riot gear helmet is very good at its night vision. I see. Honestly, after the mine blew off, I completely forgot about why we came up here in the first place. Let me go and pick that up. Where is it? Oh, it's on you. Oh. Damn. Bro did not skip leg day. Okay. Let me put on... Actually, let's see what this is. DT20, DT5, Sneak Sight, Perception 2, Explosive 10, Endurance 1. DT at 20 compared to this. Well, I mean, this one's more for sneaking. For medium armor, those are really good stats. Let me put on my power armor now, though. There we go. Now we can carry it along with us. But if it gets a little too heavy, well...
Did I do something wrong?
You didn't warn me about the mines. Looks cool and has a unique appearance too. Let me try it on then. Boop. Boop. Yeah. I look ready. I'll be honest, I can't tell, like, where the uniqueness is, not gonna lie. But it's unique. Are you wearing the Yandere stealth suit? Random factor. Why would you even have to ask? Yes, of course I'm wearing the Yandere stealth suit. There's literally no reason not to be wearing it. Ooh, my power armor is not looking too good, is it? This is not ideal. Like, I can repair the power helmet, but I don't have any heavy armor that I picked up. I could... wait. No, I can't use the weapon repair kit on that. Armor's, different. Fast travel home, dump 70% of your gear between streams. That seems like a good idea. That is a Deathclaw. I should probably do that, yes. You can leave this DLC at any time, so if you want to pass travel home, drop stuff, you can. I wonder what Ulysses thinks whenever we do that. Does he just see us like... Hi? Oh! where did you come from, little guy? You came over to say hi? Hi! Ow! Owie, pizzowie! That hurts so much more than the little guys that live in the ground. I don't know what the fuck Ulysses is on about. This is way worse. Where is my Med-X? There it is. Yum yum. Take drugs. Survive in the wasteland. Let me go psycho too. Ha! You fool! You almost got me. That was kind of scary, not gonna lie. Oh, spawns on the roof when you enter this vehicle. Okay, I see. There's an ambush. Fast travel markers. I hit M to open the map. I remember this isn't your usual video game. I can travel here to the crow's nest. Like, it's super close by anyways. Although, I suppose if I come back, I'll have to deal with the death claws again, won't I? Do they respawn? Those troglodytes give you more heebie-jeebies, courier. And that is why they are way worse than death claws. I'm sure that Ulysses has like a rhyme prepared specifically for hyping up the little tunneler guys. I would ask him about it, but I don't want to hear him speak anymore. Get layered, Deathclaw. You brought claws to a gunfight. A science gunfight. Should I blow up this nuke? Is that the only way to proceed? Wouldn't this destroy this highway and so I wouldn't be able to progress? Hello? I know you're around here. There you are. Yes, continue to turn around. Thank you. Might also just blow up some debris. Okay. Well, we'll test it. If I enter here, will a Deathclaw spawn? Cat eye, what is that? Oh, I see. I'll never use that. Teabag it? I never played Halo before, but I've heard legends of this happening. That seems nice. Wait, do we have any heavy armor in here? No, just medium stuff. Or wait, no, I can take the medium stuff and repair the unique armor with that. The secret technique to kill it is use Alt F4. Yes. I'm known of that technique. It is incredibly powerful for every single video game, actually. You guys should definitely try it out. Yeah, we can use this. You can buy some basic heavy armor at the Gunrunner's kiosk. Gotcha. They have glowing eyes, courier. And do you know what else have glowing eyes? That's right. Ghosts! Zoinks! What? Are you telling me that Ulysses is part of the mystery gang? Man, it's been so long. I almost forgot what they were called. Alright. I'm gonna do a quick save here. And... it's time to nuke them! Oh, stare directly into the nuke! What did that do for me? That achieved nothing. I guess maybe if you, like, you saw the Deathclaw from afar standing next to it, you could blow it up by doing that. Yeah, that's probably what it was meant for. I'm surprised that it didn't destroy the highway. Not gonna lie.
All due respect, sir, I think you're making a mistake. We're close to a breakthrough with the Duraframe iBots. I can feel it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I understand that we need the Duraframe assets for Hellfire armor, but...
Hellfire armor.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
That sounds so freaking epic.
Sir. I'll tell the team to start disassembling the ED series prototypes right away. Eddie, you little rascal, were you eavesdropping again? I think those videos you watch are a bad influence on you. How much of that did you hear? Didn't Dr. Grant say she'd upgraded your navigational systems? And I think I have an idea. How'd you like to be just like Ralphie?
Who's Ralphie? That's what I'm saying, Dino. How that overpass not collapse? And yeah, it's the Mystery Inc. Thank you, Fabio. Let's see who's behind the troglodyte mask. It's Ulysses! Who could have foreseen this? Oh, God! Sounds like Dr. Lee was a bit of a rogue. That's definitely what he played in D&D. Do you record everything, by the way? It's live beeping. Oh, my. Well, I better be careful what I say to you, huh? No, Eddie. I don't want to hear your recordings of human mating calls. That's just wrong. Well, maybe in our personal time together, maybe. You never know. I did spend some time with, what was that robot called? Fisto? Good times. Good times. And oh, perfect time, Leo. Welcome to the stream. Every time I see some of your Fallen New Vegas streams, they're just disappointed about Starfield all over again. No, Leo, no. Alright, let's deal with this guy. What are the odds here? Not great. But, wait, does he have a nuke next to him? No, he does not. We're just gonna have to deal with this the good old-fashioned way. The iBot on that poster you saw last episode, I think you heard an audio clip from it too, some pre-war show. Oh, okay. I remember now. Yeah. That's right. That was like a cartoon or something that, Eddie liked to watch. Fisto is sus. But he's sure to show you a good time. And yeah, after New Vegas, unplanned at the moment, not gonna lie. I have so many games I want to get to. I might put a few of them up for a vote, and we can see what wins. I really want to play Stellar Blade. There is a part of me that is dying inside every single day that I am not playing Stellar Blade. And I want to play that on stream to enjoy peak fiction with you guys. So maybe that. We'll see. Divine Cybermancy is another one on the list that we will eventually have to get to. There's a ton of CRPGs as well out there. I'm not gonna put Rogue Trader on there though, because that one is definitely gonna have to be more of a guerrilla stream, or else we'll take years to finish that one. It's a good game though, I recommend. Yeah, I've only heard great things about it. In a non-joking manner, yeah, I've heard the combat is phenomenal. And he's basically the ET of Fallout, lovable small character that's on the run from the US government. You know, that's an apt description. Underrail on the list? Not currently, no. That, I still have to do the same stream that Leo did, where he went over his backlog. So that we can talk about all the games that you guys really want me to play, and how it'll take me, 10 years to finish all of them. The dress-up game with action-adventure elements? Yeah. Okay. I have no excuses for that one. I'm sorry. You know, I really just should not pay attention to you guys at all. I'll just ignore all the messages that you send from now on, so that I don't miss things like that. I looked at chat. What? Don't look at chat. Just go through the minefield. I hope you guys are being nice to each other. No! Why side? Why does it blow up so quickly? God damn it! Ow. Owie. Clearly you should play Anonymous Agony? No. And yeah, apparently I missed a recording. Where? Doko. Do I really want to hear Ulysses' voice more? Do I? Is it in here? Your explosive skill is part of what does the mine timers? I'm pretty sure that's at 100. I don't think I can make it any higher, actually. Lonesome Road exclusive BS mines, which sole purpose in life is to spend your resources. Damn, dude. Okay, where is this recording? I'll be honest, I don't need it. If it's on the way and I spot it, I'll pick it up, but... Above, there's a half-destroyed bus. Above. I don't see it. Regardless, watch out for mines, people. Oh. You know what? Screw you. This isn't working as I thought it would. There we go. This is how we de-arm mines where I come from. It's the mad scientist way. Trust. I heard a noise. I'm hearing lots of noises, actually. I don't think any of them are good noises. Let me walk up to this so that I can get like the teleport point. There we go. Oh my god. Oh, medics wore off. Okay. Damn, and that was with Med-X. Imagine if I didn't have that on. Okay, what's over here? What's lurking in the shadows? Oh. People. Not scary. Hee. Yeah, try and use cover. Like, that'll help you. He's still alive, though. You gonna come down here or what? Face me like a man. Oh. Bonesaw? What's up, dude? Clearly, this is not going very well for you, is it? Also, it doesn't really work out if you just stand there, but... 'tis fine. Run! Run away! Run for the power of Eddie! Look at Eddie going to hunt him down. This dude does not know where he wants to go. Oh, you finally made it. I'm glad you could finally come down here and join us. That was awfully nice of you. He's got the super sledge. And light armor. Okay. Have you seen the show Arcane, and what are your thoughts on its tragic story? I loved it for the fact that it took League of Legends lore and actually did something with it outside of the game. But I felt like there were certainly some questionable decisions that were made in Season 2 that didn't make it as great as Season 1 for me. Ultimately, it's kind of whatever. I wasn't like that invested in the show, so I wasn't too mad, but I still think it could have been better and handled things differently. Like, very clearly, the mage that was shown in Season 1 was supposed to be Rise, but then we changed things around for some reason. I guess in order to make a more perfect loop. But it just didn't feel as impactful to me, regardless. Alright. Just a bunch of stuff to loot. If only they got greenlit for 5 seasons instead of 2. Yeah, that would have been great. Spread things out a little bit more. Honestly, maybe move to different regions. There are plenty of other regions in Runeterra that I personally find far more interesting. Oh. Ah! Hold up a minute. We got a secret over here. Boom! I think what Season 1 did very well, and a lot of people praised it for this, but the way they handled Jinx's mental state was very unique and very cool and pretty accurate for what somebody would imagine it to feel like going through something like that. Where it sort of falls apart is when they start to add drama. More drama surrounding all the characters in Season 2. Thank you. Just some really good stuff stashed away in this hidden corner. So, what are these cases? Lead-lined metal box. Was this dude prepared for the apocalypse and just got destroyed by the fact that the cave collapsed in on him? Which character has a better arc, Eddie or Ulysses? Huh? Well, I mean, I like Eddie far more. He doesn't even need to talk. Or well, I understand his little beeps and boops. I don't really need these. Some characters in Season 2 that got added and didn't really add much to the story, weren't given time to flesh out. Well, yeah. I can't speak on the side of production. There may be certain limitations to things, and this was like the best they could do. Regardless, we can only judge the final product, and I still think that, you know, we got something much better in Season 1. Right. Huzzah! Wait. What? What am I doing? No, Oh god! I didn't read the fine label! Oh, I didn't do that.
You're back online. Listen to me, Eddie. If you stay here, they'll dismantle you for parts. You have to go now. I've uploaded destination coordinates for our outpost in Navarro into your system. I want you to go to the Enclave there, okay? Do you understand me? It's gonna be a long journey, my little friend. You'll have to fly very far. And fly very fast. Can you do that? I know you can. Be careful out there, Eddie. Maybe I'll see you again someday.
Also, yeah. It would be a huge favor to be chat, but let's all agree that we will never talk about this ever again. You probably should have clicked on the console first to learn what you're about to do. I mean, Eddie went over to unlock it for me, so I'm like, yeah, it's just like all the other things I unlocked, so I would just open the door and... Oh. So you're trying to get all the way to Navarro? Isn't that NCR territory? Woodley turned you loose all on your own? That must have been scary. This poor little robot. Wasn't easy for him either, though. He would be proud of you. You're a very good robot. Let's go. And that is, the Courier's Mile. Looks like the missile hit somewhere on the other side of the divide. You think you can reach the location of the blast from Hopeville? That is, if you feel brave enough to explore some ground zero of a nuclear blast. Why in the world would I want to do that, per se? Open up the bonus extra brutal area that has good loot and nasty fights. That sounds amazing. I don't think I'll ever go there. Yo, what's up, Savvy? Are you doing a murder hobo build? Nah, I'm a science man. Although at this point I basically maxed out everything. And my armor is not looking good at all. This is a teleport point, yeah? Yes, it is. Alright, dudes. I think that's where we're gonna call it here for today. Oof. I can start to see where the story might not be the greatest one out there, but you know, we'll get through it. We'll talk about it once we get there. I still am very curious though of like what direction they're gonna take things in, and it's a very unique twist to, well, the RPG genre in general, trying to give your character a backstory through a DLC, an entire story like this. I want to see how they try to pull it off. But yeah, dudes, thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed your time here, and hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you guys next week for some more Fallout New Vegas. Same time, same place. Later, dudes.